baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Tylor Megill.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. In the air to left center. Nimmo has it sized up. And it's caught for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a guy coming into this one swinging a hot bat, Trey Turner.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boog. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
This is Bryson Stott.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Right through there for a strike. Center field. Siri in position. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
2 down, bases empty. And now here is Harper. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Just missed. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris. And it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Citi Field, and today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Gets under and pops it up. Turner makes the play. 1 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Francisco Alvarez.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. Somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
That one to first. Harper steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Alonso came up with 4 hits in his last game. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Brandon.
It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singing.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit, takes ball one. Two outs. Foul ball there. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is back. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. A gigantic blast. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's Mark Vientos. In the air, right side, Castellanos. As this one sized up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. And it's 2-0. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber, a former All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, look at the stop. The throw, and very nicely done for the out.
That is good. The third baseman is now at home.
That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. StatCast assemble.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
Foul ball. One out, base is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 8.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Yeah. Megill winds and deals. On the ground to first, and that's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. That one just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Brandon Marsh in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. There's the strike. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run is at first here in the second game of the series. Got him swinging. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game. Pitch misses. Ball one. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Just off the inside edge.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez with 4 runs batted in his last game. Nola back to work. Ripped to short. Turner with the throw to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
I think one of my favorite things about Nola is his consistency, Boog. I mean, we talk about his strikeout numbers and everything else, but the fact he's able to produce the way he does, start after start, makes him a valuable piece for any team he plays for.
That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
And now it's Jose Siri. Had the day off yesterday. First pitch misses.
1-0.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. McNeil at first, 1 gone. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. McNeil rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Slides his hand in there. Save. And they lead by 3.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 4-0. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1.
Francisco Lindor.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Marsh moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
So a man aboard, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. 0 for 1 so far.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
They say you win.
0-1.
And a pitch. Right side. And that'll do it.
He's out.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 7. Trey Turner.
Here's Trey Turner. Fly to left his first time.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Out to short. The throw to first, and they get Turner for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hits softly on the ground to third. Handles, throws to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the Mets DH, Pete Alonso. And that is out of play.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 9.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So a man at first. Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered in this game. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Wow.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
First and second, no outs. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. He's 0 for 1. And there's a hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Now on the bump, Tyler Phillips.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. The throw in. It's offline, and he scores. It's 6-0. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So digging in, Jose Siri doubled his first time up. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Castellanos sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging. The relay. Save. He moves up and a run scores on the sac fly.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. And first offering is fouled off. McNeil stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Turner with the throw to first, and they got him. Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. 0-2 in this one.
Lindor.
The shortstop takes the ball. 4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. In the air, left field. And that'll do it. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies nothing. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bryce Harper. Hit in the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Great effort out there as he tries to reach and haul this one in, but just can't extend far enough. I think it started with a bad read off the bat, which led to a bad jump, bad angle, and that cost him right there. Extra bases.
Swing and a foul straight back. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. That to right. Soto makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. And now it's Alec Bohm. A single his first time.
Bohm.
Inside, just missed. Runner on at third, 1 gone. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Strike 2. Popped up first base side. Soto really on his horse for it. Catches, stumbles, hangs on. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 1. And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That's hard hit on the line. Marsh makes the grab, 1 away.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's 2 for 2.
Aye! 0-1's the count.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That's a hit. Around first, digging for 2. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. Man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. Hit in the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mark Vientos.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 1 for 2. Ripped on a line. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Brandon Marsh.
Megill back to work. That's a strike. 0-1. Marsh in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Rips that one to right. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the catcher, JT.
Here comes Real Muto. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right through there for a strike. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
2 down, base is empty. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. And they'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 1. here in Queens. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez.
The catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
This one popped up. Turner nabs it. One up, one down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Jeff.
So up next, Jeff McNeil. That one hit to right. Out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jose.
So up next for New York, Jose Siri. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That's through there for a strike.
0-1's the
2
count.
down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there, and that's strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Down in order go the Mets, and it remains an 8-1 game.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
New York
and they
Mets.
make a change to start the 6th.
Number
The
55.
new pitcher, Ryan Stanek.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Trey Turner at the plate.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Stott up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. Rip to 3rd. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The first baseman.
So here is Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Fouled off left side. The Mets up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Stays alive.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes the count.
Got it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Joe Ross, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Romano warming up as well. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. Lindor retired.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto down. First
Nope, that's the
pitch
ball.
just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
This one high in the air to left center. Kepler sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets,
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Number
pitcher on the
33.
mound. A.J. Minter.
AJ.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all
Minter.
you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pit.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014.
We in go mode. We don't ever stop. We don't ever drop. We keep rolling. I know that you better rock. We the veterans. Young, we steady shot.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Gets it to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec.
So digging in, Alec Bohm.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on.
0-1's the count.
Marsh in the box again. Takes a strike. Check swing, and he went.
0-2.
And it's 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and There'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taken and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And first offering is fouled off. Base knock right field. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And here is Mark Vientos.
0-1.
That one fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marsh moves under it. Marsh puts it away. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
JT Real
Minter back to work. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Minter, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Now batting, left fielder Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. On the ground. It's through for a hit.
The batter, the shortstop, Trey.
One down. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher on here, Oscar Brazoban.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Inside. 1-0. Ground ball left side. They get one. Over to first, safe. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Second baseman.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
2 outs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, makes the grab, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seen the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Next to hit, Jeff McNeil. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. Misses the sweeper.
0-1's the count. Yeah.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-2.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to stop for 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out, keep the run out of scoring position.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead. And
runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So back to the top of the order. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Coming home. The relay, he'll score. 2 runs are in, and they now lead by 9.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Tyler Phillips out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on. On the mound now, Joe Ross.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now, Juan Soto. That one outside, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Kepler hustles it back in, and the runner holds at third.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
Now here is Pete Alonso. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Two on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swung on, belted. Going back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. His 16th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 13-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. Last chance coming up for the Phillies. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Here's Harper now, 1 for 3. .99 with that two-seamer. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Schwarber, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed a...
Boom. Now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
13-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.